speaking about risk of a nuclear war, not just moving some tanks on some divisions in this case. So this is the reason why it seems to me that NATO is so a strong guarantee of security for the Baltics and Poland and the region that it's enough from this point of view as for security is concerned. It seems to me that I can show you. I would like to ask you to have an imagination about the geopolitics a little bit moment. I'm used to show to my students very often two kinds of maps. One map is focused on. There's a typical map of that we use in front of us. So Europe is in the center, and you have this huge country. This is Russia, yes. Or if you want Soviet Union in the past, it's even bigger. It's enormous countries that appears to press the Western countries that just you can give a little bit just like this, and the Westerners will swim in the ocean to join the United States of America. So you can see this gives a sense of threat in the Western area, which can include also the Baltics very clearly. So if you look from this point of view, it's very evident, this sense of insecurity. But if you look at the maps from another point of view, and you put the center not to Europe, but to the pole, to the northern pole, you see that Russia is surrounded by United States and Canada, the European Union, NATO, Japan, Australia, New Zealand, and you understand now why Russia feels itself as being threatened by this group of alliances, because if you look from this point of view, the perception is different. I'm a scholar, so I'm looking about two different perceptions of threats, and I can say actually both have arguments from this point of view, and this is exactly the reason why it seems to me that when we are raising the issue of security is to a large extent, in this case, connected for the West to the way how the European Union as such will be consolidated and developed first. And this is a great challenge for the future, because we don't have any security about the future decision of policymakers, what they are going to do about the European Union. But this is a very important point, because this is a strong factor of integration that creates a community and a sense of community and security. And that is going to face lots of challenges, and I appreciated what also the deputy head of the Finnish mission, Maria Open, said when she mentioned lots of global challenges. And actually, we have to consider that among these global challenges, climate challenges, technology, I would say Middle East, ISIS, what is happening in Syria, there is also the migration flows and the impact of the migration flows into Europe. Not necessarily only in the southern of Europe. I mean Greece, Italy, Spain, and Portugal. But this is the way how these people will then spread into the European Union and how they will be integrated. This is a great challenge also for the sense of security of the communities within Europe. On the other hand, in relation with Russia, there are no way out of that dialogue. Despite of the tensions that exist in this moment, it's evident that dialogue is the only way how to preserve the communication with the country. We know from history that in the moment when you don't have any kind of communication, this is the beginning of the war. And this is, and in this case, we cannot simply think that the war will be restricted just to use a couple of tanks or a couple of divisions. The war will destroy humanity. And I think that from this point of view, all the policymakers in the West and in Russia are very well aware that this is the risk for everybody. No one will be a winner at the end of the story. So I think it seems to me as a scholar, the dialogue remains the key point. Dialogues for our in the university is obvious, it's normal. We use dialogue because without dialogues we don't have our job. Is a matter of fact that we need to speak, we need to work together. Networking is one of the key pillars of the European integration, and networking is very important to be established with all